hour. So y'all know the problem, right? It's a pretty basic problem. You got all these different cords, you got all these different electronics. Maybe in your bathroom, you got a hairdryer, a shaver, electric toothbrush, all that stuff. And you're like, how am I gonna power all these things up when I only have one outlet in there? Well, this is called the PowerCube. The PowerCube will turn any normal outlet into an outlet with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sockets. And they're all grounded sockets, okay? And they all have surge protection. So if you're putting your electronics in there, you're good to go. Everybody that orders one will get 3, okay? Plug them into your existing outlet, okay? And notice how they're all different angles. That's so you can accommodate different sizes of different plugs. You have your choice of colors today. I have it available in the gray, dark gray, blue, red, white, and then they come in the lighter gray as well. Everybody will get 3. Let me introduce you to my very good friend, my buddy. His name is Joe Harrison.
Guy, how you doing, man?
Hi, Joe.
How you been?
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you.
I was on vacation.
Oh, where'd you go this time?
I went on a cruise.
Of course you did. He loves his cruises.
But you know, we take this with us.
Why not? I bet you got a lot of phones to charge.
So many phones. There's 4 of us, Guy. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're on a cruise ship, in a hotel, grandma's house, there are not enough plugs wherever you're gonna end up traveling this summer, and this has saved so many headaches. Because it is a simple solution. It's small enough that we put it in every one of our suitcases every time we go somewhere to make it nice and easy for you. But you have that one plug right there, and you notice, like Guy mentioned, this is grounded. This is not just a power extension, this is surge protection. So anything that gets plugged in, if there's a lightning strike, power surge, no problem. There's the reset button right there, so you can reset that power surge and be on the go. But as you see one side, you see where they're angled right there? When you turn it, it's angled a different direction. When you turn it, it's angled a different direction. When you turn it, it's a different direction. Even the front is a different direction because we've been used to buying these guys, these power strips. And because this has no surge protection, this will cost me around $15, $20 just for the strip.
For what?
0 protection whatsoever. But the problem we run into is all these modern electronics have these funky little bricks. Like they're not easy things to plug in. So I've got 4 outlets here. Let me plug in this first brick. Okay, I plug in on the top. I instantly lost half of them. I can't even use that third one. So then I take another brick and I can barely get that one in on the bottom. So with the problem is you just don't have effective power strip surge technology. So now you take this out, and those same bricks, now I plug this into this one, then I plug it into that one because I rotate it, and then this one's rotated so they don't interfere with the cables, and then I can plug a 4th one in, still not interfering, and then I still have a 5th one ready to go. And it's a simple solution. You plug it in one, and now you have 5 extra connections, and there's even, it's UL certified, so you are protecting all of your electronics. And Guy, you and I have offered this before. We've had them for around $25 for one.
For one.
I can't believe.
I bought it from you.
I mean, that's how
It's next to my bed. I still have it.
Mine is still going. And the great thing is, this is actually a red dot design. It's a worldwide engineering contest for a solution-based product. They won it when it first came out, and it's because it's a simple solution. We all have that problem where we're buying more and more electronics. The easiest way to do it is you plug in, you go from 1 outlet now to 5.
The problem when I bought that one, as soon as I got it home and I used it, I was like, dang, I need a bunch of these. And I think they were sold out. And I was like, oh my God, they were because they sold out that quick because it was such a new idea. But doing a 3-pack makes sense, because think about it. Like, if you just go into my bathroom, okay? I have a hairdryer in there. I have an electric toothbrush. I also have one of those little rechargeable shaver things. I've got that in there. I've got, what else I've got? I've got a couple of other different things that I have that I charge in there. That's just the bathroom. Next to my bedside table where I have my original one, I have 2 alarm clocks because I have to get up early and I have to have a backup. I have my phone. I also have my lamp is there. And I've got one little tiny outlet there, and it's situated in a place that makes it difficult to get to anyway.
Right, exactly.
I was using an extension cord for my bedside table.
My kids have one. We have one on each one of our bedside because it is the clock, it is the lamp, it is the phone charger, and you have instantly 3 things to plug in, but you only have an outlet that has 2. So it really makes it challenging, and especially if this day and age, if you have multiple people like we do, this could be right there on your kitchen countertop. This barely takes up any space. It's really just about 2 inches by 2 inches. It's the perfect cube. It's so small. You plug that in there, and now you see I've got 4 things plugged in. Well, one of them is a phone, so I've got one phone there. I've got another phone that is plugged in as well. That's 2 phones. Now I've got a tablet that's plugged in, and I've got a computer plugged in, because each outlet can handle up to 1,700 watts. So it's no problem to plug everything in, still have access to the outlet that's on the front. So if you have a lot of electronics that are constantly being plugged in, you're like, well, let me uncharge your phone so I can plug my phone. This is gonna be a great solution for you. Or for my case, it's very similar to Guy. In my bathroom, I have one outlet. My wife and I share the sink. She has all of her stuff plugged in there. So what I'll do is we have PowerCube that sits in our bathroom. Instead of hiring another electrician to come out, I added this, and now she has this little thing, she's got this curly iron thing. I just want to shave, guys, so I've got my rechargeable shaver.
Yeah.
And I still have extra outlets to go because I have a simple thing like PowerCube that gives me those extra options. So when you start thinking about in places in your house, it'll be in your kitchen, it'll be in your bathroom, now you can put it in your garage.
Yeah.
We even use them during the holidays. We keep a set in our Christmas decorations. All my Christmas villages, plug them all in.
Yeah, you would think by now, like when they build homes,
Right.
they would put a larger one that has like 6 right on the wall, so you can plug them up. They don't do that, right? Everything is wired for a two-prong outlet. So, I mean, think about it. You're gonna automatically take that little rectangular box and you're gonna expand it just by plugging this in. And then you can put 5 other things in there. You know, I was with Aaron last time when he was showing us this product, and I was thinking about just next to my TV. I had one of them power strips forever.
Yeah.
And it's hideous to look at.
Yeah, it is.
Can't put it underneath.
Nope.
Because the plugs don't fit underneath that, underneath my cabinet where I have all my electronics.
Exactly.
I've got a stereo receiver, all right, because I have a surround system. So I have a big receiver. I have a powered subwoofer. I have my cable box. I have a Blu-ray player. I've got my TV, which has to plug into that as well. I've got like so many different things, and they're all right there. And I could never figure out what I was gonna do. So you know what, like I said, I would buy like a 6-foot extension cord. And I'd only use this much of it just because I had to get another plug.
That's the problem.
That's the craziness.
And we buy these things and you're thinking, well, I'll just buy another extension cord. And a lot of times these offer no surge protection whatsoever. So I spent $40 just on this one, because the reason why I wanted to buy it, because when you look at one power cord, like there were one power strip, it has all the outlets going in one direction and then it fills them all up. So what if you buy going the other direction? Well, you end up having the same problem. You end up getting these power bricks and you start plugging them in, and they take up more than one outlet. You just don't have enough room. You start losing space. But then when you notice there's one out here by itself, this is the only one that has surge protection on this entire power strip. When you buy your PowerCube, every single outlet that's on there is surge protection. It doesn't matter what you have plugged into it, what outlet or what item you have plugged in, every one is gonna give you surge protection, not just one, but the entire thing that's on there as well. And when you start plugging things in, you'll feel a little feedback. Like it's a little difficult to plug it in. They do that for a reason. There's actually a child safety lock that's built into every one of these. So your kids can't come up and put something in there. You'll feel that resistance, give it a little push, and now you went past that child safety lock that's already built into it. So not only are we giving you more options, we're making it safer for you as well. And even if you're just using this as a surge protector for the TVs that you have in your house, think about how much did you spend on your television? Probably hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars, and you have it plugged into the wall. What happens when you have a power surge and it hits your wall? You can plug this in right behind your TV, plug your television in there. Now if you have a power surge, it's gonna protect that TV. And all you have to do is just pop that switch and it'll reset the outlet. I didn't know this guy until I started working with PowerCube, but surge protectors, they only last about 10 years. Once they start getting plugged in, they start to lose a little bit of the surge protection. About that 10 years, they lose their efficiency. So even if you're like, I'm power protected, I've got power surges, if they're more than 10 years old, you need to replace them, and this is the smallest, the easiest solution to do that.
And those strips are just hideous. You know, it's funny, because I know there's a couple, like Danny saw that cube in my room, and he's like, and he looked at it and he was like, you know, that's really cool.
It's really cool.
They actually look really good in your house. So it's not like versus the power strips, which just look like, okay, it's an office building, right? It's industrial. It doesn't really, it looks ridiculous, right? These things actually look really great because they really don't take up that much more space than the original plug. They just come out a couple inches from the wall, and then you've got all the access to all those other plugs. It's just gonna simplify your life and make it easier. You'll have less cords running all over the place. You won't even have to buy an extension cord. You won't even need that because you got place to do that. I bought the extension cord just because it had more outlets. When this is the thing, this turns a double outlet into an outlet with 5 places to plug things in.
That's all I have to do.
Yeah.
Now for us, we wanted to add an extra outlet to a particular room we had in our house near our kitchen where we plug all of our electronics. For an electrician to come out and just double the outlet, it was $300 of parts and labor and time to be able to do that. For me, I took that one outlet and I just plugged it in because you have that one outlet's on the back, it's grounded. You instantly go from one, now end up plugging 5 things in. It's a simple thing. You don't have to hire an electrician. You plug it in and you can do it yourself. Now there are so many other devices on the market, like what about those ones that are like triple? That's grounded, that's good to go. Run into the same problem. You start plugging in these squares and they take up all the space, so you really aren't getting any benefit whatsoever. You're losing outlets. But when you see the design around PowerCube, you take that same outlet that you have, and as you see, when you plug it in, it's the outlets or the cables are going in one direction. So now when you plug in something else, the cables don't interfere because each outlet is rotated 90 degrees, making it so simple to be able to plug in so many different things. So, you know, for me, Guy, it's a problem we run into because each one of my kids, they have a phone. Each one of my kids has a tablet. Each one of my kids also has a computer. I don't have enough outlets in the house. Now you plug this in, you go from 1 outlet now to 5 outlets, and absolutely take them with you when you're on the go. There's never enough outlets when you're visiting somebody. There's never enough outlets in hotels or cruise ships. Wherever you go, this is really just a lifesaver.
I love that idea. I've never thought about bringing one to, like, when I go up, because you do Disney, I go to Universal.
Yeah.
Danny's older, he loves Universal.
Sure.
But I never think about that, and when he's there with me, it's always a struggle of who's going to get that thing in the middle, who's going to get their phone plugged in, or this or that and the other thing. Take this with you, automatically increases the number of outlets, and you get that surge protection. And Joe's right, that surge protection doesn't last forever. So if you have old, you know, antiquated strips like that,
more than 10 years old,
upgrade them, get 3 of these. Gray, blue, red, white, and then light gray. Everybody that orders one will get 3, 840-129. Thanks, Joe.
My pleasure.
Good to see you, my friend. Be in touch.
Yes.
My buddy, Joe. All right, hey, you know I'm the lawn and garden guy, right? Well, guess what? We got some specials going on over there on hsn.com where we are doing, what is it, Pat, up to 40% off? Wow. I mean, it's, you know, for us here in Florida, you know, it's getting late in season, so what we've decided to do was discount some prices for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are just starting to get hot where you live, but the heat index here is over 100, so it's warm. If you want to get some great savings, get yourself some chairs. That little chainsaw on the right, my favorite product probably ever. Love that thing. Chop anything with it. Love it. All right, you can check that out on hsn.com. And today there's a mystery sale, and it's on fashion. Up to 30% off on some of your favorite looks. So just pick your designer and check it out and see if there's something great on sale for you there. All right.